What's up, you guys? Cindy Morgan here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm glad to have you here. And today, I'm back with my sister Maddie.
Hello.
And we're just gonna be doing a little get ready with me. So I'm gonna be doing her makeup, and we're just gonna be scrolling through questions that we got on Instagram and just chit-chatting and answering those. So if you're interested in that, then keep on watching. I have this. Do you wanna wear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how do I do it?
You just put it on like a headband and put your hair out of the way.
Oh, like her?
It's giving. I don't know what, but it's giving.
I'm like scared of myself.
All right, first question while we get to foundation. How old are you?
I'm 21, almost 22. How old are you?
I'm 20 now. It's not disgusting. It was just my birthday a couple days ago.
We had a fantastic meal.
Yeah, we went to Catch. It was cute.
It was so good. And I've heard like mixed things about it.
I've heard the name, but I never heard like anything really about it. But I'm also just like not in the loop.
I feel like you're not a foodie.
I'm just like not up on anything ever. Would you rather be a dolphin or a shark, and why?
Do dolphins read minds?
Whose minds?
Like each other's. Did they like set off like...
I think they have like echolocation or something, and they're like really smart. And I also heard that like dolphins are one of the only animals that can recognize themselves in a mirror. Like, they know that it's them. Like if a dog looks in the mirror, they don't know that it's themselves. Like I think a dolphin does know that.
Who knows it's him when I put him up to the mirror and said, "This is you."
I mean, he always looks at himself, but I don't think he like processes anything. He's just like looking at the emotion and is like stimulating. So dolphin or shark?
Shark.
Why?
Cause they do whatever they want. Nobody messes with a shark. And then you can kind of just like swim where you want. And like they swim in like the cold water because they're not like afraid of it.
So you want everyone to be afraid of you?
Yeah, essentially.
I'd be dolphin because they're like cute and they like thrive. And they like jump.
They like chirp, they're like...
They like jump in the water, they're like, ah! Make a dolphin noise. That is literally not it. They're like, ah! What is something you wish you could change that you did in your life?
Where I went to college.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I wanted to go out of state and like wasn't allowed. I think I would be a lot more sure of things and like where I wanted to go if I branched out a little bit more.
Because you stayed in your home state.
Yeah, like, and it wasn't so far from home where like I feel like if I would have went like farther away from home, I would be closer to the place I want to end up now. I mean, like I'm still like in a really good place for like what I want to do, but it's, I don't know. What about you?
I would change nothing. I'm just a very firm believer in like everything happens for a reason, and even if it like sucks at the time and you're like, oh my god, I wish I didn't do this, in the future you'll realize like what you learned from it. And I just feel like there's nothing that I would change because eventually everything works itself out and you learn from it and you grow from it. I'm very much like I would leave everything the same. Okay, the next question is, what is your favorite Disney movie?
I think it's always just gonna be Finding Nemo.
Really?
I love Nemo. I think that's my favorite one.
Why do you like that one so much?
I don't know. I was like crying over it the other day whenever I was watching it.
What is it about Finding Nemo that like puts it?
Oh my god, it was so emotional. It was just so emotional. Like the mom died.
Just because it's like cute?
Yeah, and like he just trying to find Nemo.
I mean, I think my forever favorite will be Frozen. There are literal interviews of me that exist, like in magazines and stuff, where it literally says Frozen is my favorite movie. And growing up before Frozen came out, it was Mulan.
Right,
I loved.
We would watch it
every day. I literally would watch it every day. And then I just watched Encanto. And I loved it. The music in that movie is so cute. But still, Frozen, something about Frozen. I think it's because I was younger when Frozen came out, so I really got to like be involved in it. This is kind of a deeper one. What's one thing you hope to achieve? Let's say in the next 5 years.
I want to be really content with being on my own.
As in what, like living alone?
Living alone and just like doing things for myself by myself, because like I feel like I've never lived alone. I always have roommates and like I'm always with people. So since I'm like moving somewhere where I know virtually now, I know a couple people.
She got a job in Dallas, Texas. So she is moving and she's living alone for the first time.
I'm moving in like a week and a half.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I just visited for the first time too, and I don't know. I love it. I'm excited, but I don't know that many people, and I'm just excited to kind of figure out what I want to do.
I would say for me, I want to be the lead, having been the lead in a feature film, like a large budget feature film. So we're really pushing the acting. I'm doing my auditions like every day. Do you enjoy the taste of water?
I do.
I literally hate it. I only drink it because you have to survive.
I just love water.
I literally hate it. It's so bad. So I've been drinking a lot of liquid IVs. I think this is my third one today because I'm just chronically dehydrated because of the lack of colon. So I'm just never going to be able to drink enough water. It sucks.
Remember that one day I didn't know how to spell it? I said Colin.
Didn't you spell it cologne? Like Cologne?
No, I spelled it Colin. Like the guy, like the boy named Colin. Is that how you say it? Colin. Colin.
Okay. First relationship experience.
Not a good one.
What was it like? How did you meet?
Like as in like my first ever boyfriend, like middle school, or like my like first first love.
Whatever you want to interpret it as.
My first one taught me a lot, enough to I haven't dated since. My first relationship was like on and off 4 years. Definitely a horrible experience looking back.
But you learned a lot.
But I learned a lot. It taught me a lot about myself and what I deserve.
Yeah.
I let a lot of things slide that I didn't need to, and I obviously was not mature enough to be in a relationship that serious yet. We were pretty young. What about you?
Mine was like okay. Like it was nothing that special.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was nice at the time, and then and then he was like, "LOL, I'm gonna dump you because I'm in love with my ex." And then I was like, "Oh wait, that's so sad for me." And then I realized that straight men give us absolutely nothing. Not a single thing. We are both very single.
We're both very single.
I'm in my focusing on myself era. Like I've been doing a lot of stuff for like self-care and self-help, and like I've been journaling and meditating, and I am in therapy. So I've been working on myself a lot, and I'm excited to continue doing that this year.
I'm at the point where I get the ick if you ask me to come over and not ask me to dinner. I'm at that point. I'm not coming over to watch a movie. Please.
Do you believe in zodiac signs?
Absolutely, yes. I think that a lot of the people I know who are the same zodiac sign, not all, but like just on a surface level, like not like I'm not talking like emotional or like whatever, but I feel like they act and like do like very similar things.
And you're like, oh, they're Cancer, that makes sense.
Yes, but like for example, most of my girl best friends are either Gemini or Leo. Yeah.
So you just get along with them.
Yeah.
I totally believe in zodiac signs. I'm very into like crystals and like manifesting and like zodiac signs and astrology and like crystal healing. And I totally think zodiac signs are accurate, and I like to believe it because it's just like it's like a cute little thing to be like into. And also over the past couple days, I made a weird discovery. So obviously I'm an influencer, right? I hang out with a lot of influencers, and I know all their birthdays because they're my friends. I know their birthdays, and I've been noticing some patterns in their zodiac signs. And so literally like 90% of the influencers that I know are Leos and Aries, basically. And then there's a couple others that are also up there. There's a lot of Gemini and Scorpio too. And I just think it's so weird because if you look it up, there's tons of big celebrities and influencers that are also Leos and Aries. It's like majority of them.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Because I think it's true, because obviously like Leos are known for having like a big personality and everything, so I think it makes sense that they would be influencers.
Yeah, well, I'm very anti-Gemini, male.
Yeah.
But somehow they just keep finding their way into ruining my life.
I'm trying to think who I get along with really well.
Sagittarius men, absolutely horrible.
I agree.
What's your least favorite, like, woman zodiac? I don't really know if I have one.
I don't know. I don't know if I have any patterns.
I don't either. That's why I'm like.
Okay, so another question. Advice for your younger self. Like how young are we talking?
How young are we talking here?
Like 5 years ago? Like 10 years ago?
What do you was 10 years ago? That was when I was 12.
I feel like that's too young.
I feel like that's
maybe like middle school.
Yeah.
Like for your middle school self.
High school. I feel like I always just kind of like rushed myself. Like, don't you think? Like I always tried to like grow up like way quicker than I needed to.
Yeah.
Because like I grew up like being friends with like people older than me, and like kind of started like going out and whatever like at a young age, and then like I get to college and I'm like, oh my gosh. And like I kind of like I didn't, at least you had like an older sibling to kind of like base things off of, but like for me I just feel like I was always just like
chasing after
like bigger
and not enjoying kind of
where I am
what you had.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Always like looking for the next best thing, but it's like I already have it.
Take time to stop and smell the roses.
Yeah, I already have the best things. I don't know why.
Middle school, just don't care what other people think about you, and just do what you want to do and do what makes you happy. And just like, you know, I don't know, not necessarily keep to yourself, but just like don't let all these other people trying to tell you what to do like affect you, and like don't do something just because everybody else is doing it or just because it's cool. Because I almost didn't take art classes in high school because only weirdos took art classes in high school. And so originally I wasn't even in an art class until I was just like painting or drawing on my own one day. And the art teacher from my high school like walked past or something and saw it and was like, oh my gosh, who are you? You're so talented. I need you in my art class. Literally pulled me aside and called like the principal and had me change my schedule to be in an art class. And from then on, I took like literally every art class that my school had to offer, which ultimately got me into, you know, drawing, painting, art, makeup. Without that, like if that art teacher never came up to me and put me in art class, I guarantee you 100% I would not be on social media because I would never have been doing creative makeup and everything. So I was just so self-conscious of people would think I was like weird if I like took these classes that I wish I was just like, I love art. I'm gonna take art because I enjoy it and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
So that's just something that I would really tell my younger self.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, so a show that's been really popping lately that we watch every week with our friends, Euphoria. Who's your favorite character in Euphoria?
Of course, it's gonna have to be Maddie.
And why is that?
Because she's a bad bleep.
Yeah, she is kind of hilarious.
But like, I feel for her though, like going back and forth with like the toxic relationship, because it's like everyone pretty much knows what that feels like, and it's like you're just watching it happen. But like everyone's like rooting for her to like get out of the situation.
Yeah.
And as hot as he is, like, girl, you deserve better.
I'm trying to think for me who's my favorite.
Don't say Cassie.
I was gonna because
Don't say
Sydney
Cassie.
Sweeney, we have the same name. I don't know. She's above me on famous birthdays. I don't know who my favorite is. That's tough. I love Zendaya so much.
I love Zendaya too.
I might have to just say Zendaya. Well, Rue. I think Rue might be my favorite. Because I'm just always like, what is she up to now? Like,
So funny to
Jesus
watch.
Christ. And just her acting in Euphoria is insane.
Okay, so our last question, I'm pulling it from your Instagram. What are you most excited for coming up?
There's a lot of things to be excited about, guys. Let's see, one thing I'm super excited for is my podcast that's coming out with some of my friends. I'm excited to get more active on YouTube and TikTok. I have some good ideas. I've been doing a lot of sketches of makeup looks and like some scripts for stuff. I'm just excited to work hard and just continue putting content out, and yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot to be excited about.
Yeah, there are a lot of good things coming.
I hope so. Okay, you guys, this is Maddie's makeup look, all complete. Like, okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat, get ready with us, and I hope that we spill some tea for you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up down below. It really helps out the channel, and hit that big red subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss this quality content that we produce over here at the City Morgan YouTube channel. And if you don't already follow me on my social medias, they will be linked on the screen right here, and I'll also put them in the description box down below, and I'll put Maddie's down there as well if you would like to follow along with her journey. So I think that is all, and until next time, bye guys!